If you're familiar with the channel at all, I have been known, of course, to be a Fortnite glazer to some people. I'm somebody who's enjoyed Fortnite throughout Chapter 1, Season 3, even throughout Chapter 5, which was my least enjoyed chapter. I still enjoy the game, I still enjoyed playing, I still had problems with it, and I'm still loving the game over in Chapter 6. But with Chapter 6, Season 1 and 2, and especially with this most recent update that we've had, I find myself being more and more satisfied with Fortnite. We're going to talk about that today, and of course, we're going to gather other opinions along with this as well, and I'd love to hear from you in the comment section down below afterwards. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with many YouTube channels. So, there have been a couple things within Fortnite that I still thought was lacking a little bit, and don't get me wrong, I know that they still release original cosmetics, but something that I really missed, and I've talked about this in previous videos, I really miss the old skin leaks, the skin updates, and I'm still against leaks, by the way. I still think that leaks are horrible for the game. Skin leaks specifically, I don't believe they hurt the game unless it's like some major collaboration or something like that. Then I think Epic Games should encrypt them, but conversation for another time. I was really happy with this previous update because of all of the brand new cosmetics that ended up coming out. That's something that I've been not necessarily having a problem with Fortnite because I'm still enjoying the game, of course, but it's something that I really missed. That, and along with the storyline, I was a die-hard storyline fan for a very long time. I got detached from it a little bit, but it looks like even with this update and the things that we have coming up, while I still wish that a lot of it wasn't leaked, it's nice that we're actually having some consistency. Some characters from the previous season are actually going to hang out here, so it gives me a little bit of hope that Midas might actually end up sticking around. He's not just going to be a one and done like he was in Chapter 5, because we still have characters like Jones, Hope, the Night Rose, Kendo, excuse me. These characters are sticking around so far, so that's a good sign, and little bit of hints towards a 0 point, and what's crazy is we all were tired of the 0 point story, and now we all kind of want it back. I am a little bit optimistic about it, and hopefully that Epic Games is still working on making the storyline great. I've been saying for a very long time, actually, that Chapter 6 Season 2 specifically was my last straw for caring about the storyline, and they actually are dragging me into it a little bit. I want to upload a video talking about the storyline specifically, but it's just these little things that keep tweaking. And does Fortnite still have some issues? Yeah, and a video that we're probably going to end up releasing tomorrow is about the state of UAFN right now. There's a lot of things like Discovery that needs to be fixed right now. Fortnite is not perfect, but they keep tweaking things here and there and making the quality of life updates besides anything to do with the UI, of course, but that's not honestly too important. But the gameplay's fun, the metaverse modes are getting better and better. I'm enjoying, for me personally, I know not everybody can relate to this, I am really enjoying a bunch of UEFN maps right now. We even have an LTM back, like the Getaway. The season is bringing in more wacky and fun weapons, and that's when Fortnite's at its strongest. I can play a competitive mode. They added Siphon to competitive, which is really cool to see. They've taken, well, I'm a Simple Edit user, they've taken Simple Edit out of competitive. I don't know if that's just for tournaments or for ranked, but regardless, Epic Games is caring, they're listening to the community, they're tweaking things here and there, and whether I'm playing Reload, Battle Royale, Festival, some UEFN maps, I'm really enjoying it. And something else that I enjoy is I'm enjoying the other cosmetics that they're diving into. I bought my first pair of kicks, that being the Crocs. They look too goofy to not purchase, to be honest with you. I'm a big fan of customization, and they're tweaking Ballistic. I am a huge fan of Ballistic, and we are going to make a video on that as well with the upcoming Ballistic updates. I'm just really happy with Fortnite right now. I've been happy with Fortnite for a long time, but the game is only getting stronger and stronger, and I know there's quite a few people that feel that way, but I wanted to get everybody else's opinion on this. Guys, as usual, it's not just about what I think. I ended up posting this over on X over here. Has anyone else been very satisfied with the state of Fortnite right now? They seem to be fixing quite a few things I personally had issues with. Original cosmetics, wacky weapons, even the lore a little bit. How are you feeling? Even if negative, reply and share, because if we get enough comments, I will make a video with opinions in the thread. And thank you very much to everybody who did end up replying. Guys, if you want to join the conversation, we make community-based videos all the time. Follow me at Clen YouTube over on X, or you can check it out in the link tree or the actual link over to X in the description down below. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far. Let's see how everybody is feeling about the state of Fortnite right now. Headwolf had this to say: I actually really like the state of the game right now. LTMs are back, the metaverse is focusing on games that people actually want, such as OG, Reload, and more. Forgot to mention that, I'm enjoying OG as well. The storyline is improving, but it's not quite there yet. New skins are fire, most of them at least. The map feels more alive with all the Easter eggs you can find with the robots and stuff, but overall, it feels like Epic is listening a lot more. There are still problems, don't get me wrong, OP melee items and bots, but it's so much better than Chapter 5, so I'm happy. Another thing that I forgot to mention, Headwolf, and I agree with pretty well everything that he just said there, especially with the bots. Like, there are still issues that I have with the game, of course, but the positives are completely overshadowing the negative for me. There is something else at Epic Games, like, they just seem to be caring a little bit more when it comes to the map. Things like the hot tub, things like, was it the no dancing sign last season? Something that booted you off the map, regardless, like, and little tiny Easter eggs and stories within the map. There is some of this Chapter 1 magic that they're kind of bringing back to light over here. We can't get live events anymore, so they're making amazing mini events, which are better than a lot of Chapter 1 events. I am really, really happy with what they've been doing so far. Grookey Resurrected had this to say: Fortnite is in a good state, and the only thing I can see them do to really improve is to give us a more unique storyline, please, and flesh out the metaverse modes to a greater extent so they can be more enjoyable. Apart from that, generally adding more fun, jokey things to the game, I'm guessing to the game, and I apologize if there was more to that, but I completely agree with that. I am liking the storyline a little bit more. It's worth investing my time into because it has potential right now. And it's, of course, like, after all this time, guys, after all of this time, I give the Chapter 6 Season 2 deadline for me to not care about the storyline anymore. And here I am, diving a little bit more into it. And again, we're going to be making an entire video on that. Emmanuel had this to say: I've been loving the game, but I still feel bored with it. I'm not playing other modes because I find them dull. Lego Fortnite's latest update didn't add anything exciting. Maybe I'm just burnt out. Perhaps a lot of people have that issue, and if you're burnt out, take a break, come back, play some other games. You don't have to stick around and play Fortnite. I personally still don't play Lego Fortnite, and I would imagine in the future I'll dive a little bit more into it, but yeah, these things take time. As time goes on, they'll keep adding more and more to things like Lego, and it's going to be a well flushed out game mode. Atomic had this to say: honestly, the way Fortnite is going, is a lot better than Chapter 5, and it seems that the metaverse is at a state where it doesn't need to be prioritized instead of Battle Royale. It's nice to see that Battle Royale is getting prioritized, but it's just, I hope they will stop reusing ideas or just with a twist. I don't mind them reusing any ideas or having some twists on different ideas, as long as it's fun. Like, we've had the spy theme before, we've had things like the rocket rain before, and now we have the drill. I am still feeling very fresh about the game. I know not everybody feels that way about Battle Royale. We could dive a little bit more into that sometime, but no matter what, I think most of us can agree that this is better than Chapter 5. And you know what's crazy too is, it's easy to say, like, hey, the game is in a fantastic state right now compared to the problems that everybody had in Chapter 5. I don't think it's good just because we compare it to Chapter 5. It's just flat out good. I already can't wait for the next few chapters to come along so I can make a new season tier list again, because honestly, Season 1, Season 2 of Chapter 6 will be rated very, very high. Let's continue on to what Sizzo had to say. Me personally, I think Chapter 6 is in a very good state, and I'm very interested to see where I would imagine it means take this chapter as a whole. However, the season isn't for me, I think. It's a fun season, and I get why everyone likes it, but me personally, it just feels too similar to seasons we've already had, like Last Resort and Remix, etc. I've mostly been playing Ballistic or Lego Odyssey this season. I'm really hoping Season 3 is a Star Wars season like myself and many others have theorized, but it's just my opinion. It's a fun season, doesn't just grab my interest that much. I absolutely love that mentality. And I'm not, obviously Sisso doesn't have this mentality, but so many people have the mentality of, I'm not personally having fun with it. That means it's horrible. We love that, and that's the beauty of what Fortnite's become right now, because people like Sizzo who don't enjoy the season can play Ballistic or Lego Odyssey. I'm really, really enjoying Ballistic, and I cannot wait for those updates. Like, there is so much to do, to the point where I don't feel like I'm necessarily missing out, but when I'm playing Fortnite and I choose to play the modes, because typically when I play Fortnite, I play for like an hour or two at a time. I play a couple times a week. I find myself going, oh man, I wish I could have played a game of Battle Royale, or I wish I could have played a game of Ballistic. Like, it's really nice that you can stay on Fortnite even if you aren't enjoying the perfect Battle Royale experience that is in the game right now. Even as UEFN develops, there are going to be other Battle Royale experiences. OG Fortnite is only going to get better and better as time goes on with the new maps, and I know up until Season X, it's a controversial one. Chapter 1, Season 7, everybody is going to remember, unless Epic tweaks it, everybody's going to remember how much they actually hated it, but most of the later seasons in Chapter 1 are going to be pretty good. Yeah, guys, let me stop you for just a second because we have many more opinions to take a look at. As you know, I have been grinding on YouTube as hard as I possibly can to get enough money to solely support my wife and my daughter and our future kids, so I have been advertising my supporter creator code. If you do not have a supporter creator code that you're using in the item shop, please consider using my code Clen. You guys are helping me out a ton with this. Thank you very, very much, and thank you for listening. Let's continue on to what Joseph Muhammad had to say. Honestly, I don't like the game currently. Haven't played the game in weeks, and I'm only level 20. I really miss live events and the story, and I miss when they released wacky items like the cow from the Alien season. Now it all feels too realistic. perhaps this new update would be for you, Joseph, because they did release a couple things like that. I kind of disagree with the fact that we're not getting really wacky things. I like the brand new, and yeah, a lot of it would be described as wacky, like the fun, weird items. Not quite to the extent of the inflatable. The kneecappers there, people playing baseball, excuse me, with dead bodies. Like, it's bringing back a lot of the Fortnite magic that I have really enjoyed. So I hope that you try out this update, because it has gotten a lot better for what you described right there. And the storyline, it has potential, but I understand if you're very disappointed in it. But I will disagree about the wacky part of the new season. Let's continue on to what Urgent had to say. I'm still playing, so they're doing something right. Honestly, I think Fortnite has the potential to do something crazy, fun, and cool. Yet they have to please a massively diverse player base and playstyles. Example, I can't remember the last fun weapon that we had that wasn't accused of being broken or unbalanced. Nitro Fist, Cap Shield, the sword from last season whose names I forgot, the Typhoon Blade. Now we have a fun weapon, the Pump and Dump, that's balanced, and people are still complaining. This could be so easily solved, and here we go again. Some big problems that we have with Fortnite, okay? I don't understand why they don't separate casual and competitive to the extent that they possibly can. Have the wacky and overpowered things in pubs, and if you don't like that, you can play ranked. I don't see why this can't be a thing. I don't understand why it has to be so similar, but I understand where Urgent's coming from, but I'm personally still happy with the state of the game right now. Dylan had this to say, to be honest, I don't know how to feel, to be honest. Like, Chapter 6 is really good, it is fun, and the content is great, but I genuinely cannot bring myself to play it for some reason. Like, I have to force myself to get onto the game nowadays, is how it feels. When I do end up playing, it's always Reload or OG. I think it might honestly be the wackiness that the loot pool Reload has, or OG because of its simplicity. I don't know. If I weren't running a UEFN team, I'd probably have to quit Fortnite about 2 years ago, to be honest. Chapter 6 is cool and all, love the island's look, I like the content and all, but I just cannot bring myself to play any of it. It might be because I've been playing this game for over 7 years, or it could be the fact that the game is just very hard to keep up with and adapt. Before we continue with what Dylan was saying, guys, he is part of Genesis Studios. I don't know what day this video is coming out, but look out because Skyfire Aftermath, the live event, is coming out very, very soon, or it might already be out. So go check out Genesis Studios over on X, their YouTube page, or just, I don't know if it's in the Discovery tab if you type in Genesis Studios, but regardless, look out for it. The live event is going to be a banger, okay? Here's the problem, though. If you have to force yourself to play a video game, I don't understand why you would force yourself to play a video game. That's my problem, because you're only going to dislike it a little bit more. Perhaps you just need a break. Perhaps Dylan just needs a break. Perhaps play another game. Marvel Rivals is very, very fun right now. And I can kind of relate to the Battle Royale. Like, while I am still really enjoying Battle Royale, I prefer Reload. I play Reload the vast majority of the time, and I almost might just enjoy playing Ballistic a little bit more than Battle Royale too. I don't know, man. Like, it's tough, but there's so much to do on Fortnite. If you're not playing the new Battle Royale season, I think that's going to be a more common problem for people where they're playing Battle Royale a little bit less because other modes are so good, whether people like OG, whether people like Ballistic, because that's going to get flushed out into a fantastic mode. I personally think it's already fantastic, but I get why people think it's a little bit stale right now. I think that most people just need a break. Dylan could use a break for this game, okay? Toon Spider had this to say, for me personally, I loved Chapter 6 Season 1 and loving Chapter 6 Season 2 so far. If they keep this up for the rest of the chapter, this could go down as one of my favorite chapters of all time. So I'd say I'm definitely satisfied with the state of Fortnite right now. I have had a lot of fun every time I hop on and look forward to the next time I get to play. It's honestly been a while since I've had that feeling. Great cosmetics, good battle passes, amazing map, good gameplay, and fun and unique season-themed items that have me loving Fortnite now. I wish I could expand on that, but I agree with a lot of what Toon Spider said. I personally look forward to every single time that I do play Fortnite, and that includes, like, the Chapter 5 issues that I've had, just because, like, with the people I play with the friends that I have playing this game, I just enjoy spending time with them, and the game is only adding to that. When the season is fun and wacky, you can do more fun and wacky things, but even when the game's boring, my friends are so amazing that they'll have me laughing either way, and I'll enjoy myself. So I don't know about Chapter 6 being my favorite chapter. If they continue on, if they have like a banger Season 3 and a banger Season 4, and apparently there's going to be a Season 5, like, not OG themed with it, I don't know, man. That's a toughie. It's toughy. Chapter 2 is my favorite chapter. Chapter 4 is probably... Chapter 4, Chapter 1 is my second. Chapter 3 was goated too. Man, all the chapters were great. I don't know. That's going to be tough, man. I don't know what my favorite chapter was. They're all so great. They're all so great, but I would not argue with anybody saying that Chapter 6 could go down as one of their favorite chapters. Guys, let me stop you again. Last pause we have for the video because we still do have more opinions about the season and the state of Fortnite to take a look at right now. As you probably know, I am your guy with too many YouTube channels. If you are interested in any other content that I make, On 2 of the other 3 channels that you can check out, we have daily content. We have Clenday, where we talk about anything that's trending. We recap it. We make random tier list videos, one that I'm working on right now, and I don't know when that's going to be out, but we're going to dive into what is the hardest sport of all time. Random tier lists like that, taking a look at anything that's trending. We also have the Clenema Channel, where we talk about movie reviews, TV show reviews, anime show reviews, anything to do with kind of movies or fiction. And we also have the Clenbat Channel for UFC, MMA, and martial arts content. You can check out any of that in the link tree at the top of the description, or you can find the direct links also in the description down below. Thank you for your time and listening to this again. Let's continue on to what Muffin Man had to say. I agree. I feel like they have really been listening to the community and fans. Also, they have gave Invincible a free blue and black style if you already owned him. Also, they have been selling back blings separately, which is nice. I have not noticed that. I check the item shop all the time, and maybe I am just a big idiot. I have not noticed they've sold back blings separately. That's something the community's wanted for a very long time. I'd have to look into that, man. Oh my god. Okay, but yeah, I agree. They have been they have been listening to the community. Sorry, my laugh was I think I just busted out like the most girly laugh of all time there. I'm still recovering from being sick. I'm a little congested still. I don't know if excuse me, I don't know if that is still coming through in the microphone, but regardless, I like that they're giving edit styles instead of selling different skins as well. Epic Games is doing a great job. Let's continue on to Plurnium. Honestly, Fortnite is in a great place right now. I'm personally playing a lot more of the metaverse modes right now, not because normal BR sucks, but because I enjoy these modes more. Reload is a blast, OG is fun, Ballistic is great too, but needs lots of improvements. I agree with that. I have absolutely nothing else to add about that. Very well said. I am in agreement. Let's continue on to what Brody has to say, okay? I honestly think this is the best state of the game that has been since Chapter 3 Season 1. Ooh. This is the first time in years where I find myself wanting to play Fortnite just for fun, not just because I feel like I should play so that I can level up. There's so much variety right now, it's insane. The variety is phenomenal, and it's only going to get better, which is crazy. Ooh, the best state of the game since Chapter 3 Season 1, while that was goated. Chapter 4 Season 1 and 2? How could you forget about that? Even Chapter 6 Season 1, unless you were kind of mixing that together. Hey, I respect it. Chapter 3 Season 1 was one of my favorite seasons of all time. I guess you could be right, but Chapter 4 Season 1 and 2 were so good as well, guys. Let's continue on to what Rem Rants had to say. Hill I will die on. Fortnite is fun. I know I'm preaching to the choir right now, but honestly, dude, they've been so attentive lately, and they've even handled season launches and mid-season updates very well. No complaints right now. It seems like we are in yet another peak Fortnite era. That's interesting. Yeah, Chapter 6 could go down as a peak Fortnite era. I'm not ready to say that just yet, but then again, like I sit down, if we're talking about peak Fortnite in Battle Royale, sure, I can agree with that, but there are so many amazing experiences that you have to consider, so yeah, perhaps this could be another peak of Fortnite. It's just like, I still do believe that Chapter 2 Season 7 and Chapter 3 Season 2 was peak Fortnite. If Epic can actually pass that for me, that will be absolutely incredible. But I'm with Rem, and I have been having fun with Fortnite since I began playing this game in Chapter 1 Season 3, excuse me, and I have been playing the game ever since. Never took a break, and I am really enjoying this game. Let's continue on to what Jet had to say about the season. I'll be honest, after how awful Chapter 5 was, Chapter 6 so far has been miles better. Apart from the Typhoon Blade, I did enjoy the Explosive Repeater though. I did as well. I enjoyed last season and have enjoyed this season so far, which has gotten even better with the latest update. Introducing items like the Pump and Dump and the Rocket Drill, which are so fun to use. I'm excited to see what Chapter 6 has in store, especially with all the new exotics coming out later this season. I'm personally most excited for the Shockwave RPG. There are so many new items, wacky items, exotics are perfect, weapons with a Fortnite fun twist to them. There are still more things that I would love to see from this game, but this game is in an incredible state right now, guys. Let me know what you thought about all that down below. Thank you so much for watching, but there is a lot that is still, you know, that you could fix about Fortnite. A while ago, I made a video about the complete guide to fixing Fortnite, which I showed all of my issues with the game, what I would do to fix it. I'm going to make an update video to that, but this video still stands the test of time. I would love for you to check it out. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Take care.